the environment here makes it very difficult for people to organize around migrant rights. No, I mentioned before that it's not a normal situation. No, even organizations who are trying to protect migrant rights are being labeled as terrorist organizations by the Trump administration. There are many different institutions, nonprofits, grassroots organizations that have received letters from the Senate claiming that they're supporting, violent acts or supporting terrorism. So there are those considerations, and of course, the fact that a lot of the laws and policies being set up are anti-migrant, anti-people. No, we're also seeing that with the increase in ICE raids, the increase in the types of schemes that ICE is using, there's harder situations to navigate. No, there was recent cases of cruise ship workers, which Customs and Border Protection boarded. They slapped on charges that they never provided evidence for these Filipino cruise ship workers. No, and those cruise ship workers were deported, and their valid visas were revoked or canceled. No, of course, legal assistance. There is no shortage of need for legal representation. No, and that's actually one of the biggest things that the families have told us about, and one of the biggest things that we've asked the consulates and the embassy to help provide. No, the embassy signed a memorandum of understanding with a legal organization, but up until now, we haven't really been seeing the kind of pro bono legal services that we'd expect for migrants in distress. And again, we have to question, where budgets are going to. No, it's notoriously hard, to understand where sometimes department budgets go to for Philippine agencies. And in 2023, for example, we were really trying to dig where the Action Fund of the Department of Migrant Workers were going to, because of course, even before Trump, we've been helping migrant workers with their issues here. And one thing we found out that in that year, 2023, by August, only around 20% of their budget for the Action Fund had been spent, less than 20%. Mm-hmm. So, the extreme financial hardship, the legal hardship, medical neglect, right? These are all things that we're trying to source from our community members, health organizations, nurses who just really care about our kababayan, migrants in need, churches, our allies who are part of legal alliances. We've been trying to work together with them, but and have led to good results. But again, we're not the ones with the funding, no, or the mandate that's supposed to or dedicated funding to be helping our kababayan in need. And so while we continue to mobilize our community to support, we also are trying to continue holding the US government and Philippine government accountable to protect Philippine nationals.